Then the third part of the topic, therapeutic drug monitoring, that is therapeutic drug monitoring is a multidisciplinary function. Multidisciplinary means so many peoples or so many branches or so many departments are included in there. Multidisciplinary functions and require the collaboration to the each other and good communication between the scientists, clinicians, nurses and the pharmacologist. One one by one process is there. Decision to request the drug level. What is the drug level of the your uh, into the patient, that is suspected toxicity will be there or not there, lack of response is there or not, assess the therapy following the change to the dosage, if dose is changed there is a change to the response or not. Change the clinical state of the patient, what the patient clinical state if change to the dose and change to the stage. Then potential drug interaction due to the concomitant medication means so many two or three types of medication taken, what are the changes to the body, these are the decision. The biological sample, you should take the sample. How can you take the sample? These are the some criteria there. After decision is made, biological sample collected to provide the measurement. One should be collected for the therapeutic drug monitoring. The serum should be taken in, not should be taken with the serum. Separated tubes should be avoided as lipophilic drug can dissolve with gel barrier, so that should not be taken with the serum tube. Blood sample should be collected once the drug concentration is attained high steady state, means steady state level is there, then only we should collect the blood, that is at least 5 half life of the drug dosage regimen means doses levels. Approximately steady state may be reached earlier if a loading day has been administered, means steady state which achieves fast if you are taken the loading dose, so that is the drugs with the long half life, that is digoxin. Loading dose will produce the fast achievement of steady state concentration. Then however, drugs with long half-life should be monitored before steady state is achieved to ensure that individuals with the impaired metabolism or renal excretion are not in the risk of developing toxicity. The initial doses prescribed. Initially, they are not producing toxicity. If toxicity is suspected, the concentration should be measured as soon as possible. If toxicity we assume, we should check the as soon as possible. Blood samples should be collected in the elimination phase rather than the absorption and distribution phase. So blood sample also taken only into the elimination cases, not into the absorption condition. Usually blood samples are collected at the end of dosage interval trough. When dosage interval are there at the end, we should take the sample. For antibiotics given intravenously, peak concentration 30 minutes after cessation of IV infusion, means you take the saline. After 30 minutes of saline, you should take the sample. Usually drug concentration are monitored in venous blood. Venous blood you should check the concentration, serum or plasma, and it is important that approximate matrix acid, not any other part of the body, only from the blood, serum or plasma only, not any other. Then errors in the timing of sampling, like responsible for the greatest number of errors are in what errors are will there, so error should be minimized. Example, when you should take the sample lithium, you should take the only 12 hour of sample. After taking the sample lithium, after that 12 hour you should collect the sample. Deoxy, make measurements at least 6 hours of the dose to avoid the inappropriate high levels. Lithium is 12 hours, digoxin after 6 hours. Carbamazepine, its half life is the clock 48 hours following the single dose. Measured before 48 you should collect the sample. So a thorough concentration is taken just after a dose together with a peak level 3 hours later is ideal. After the 3 hours of peak level, after peak level, that should be collect the blood. Then the request, how should take the request of the samples. Then the following details must be effectively communicated to the members of therapeutic drug monitoring team with a drug assay request. One, timing of sample is important, that already we studied. Dosage regimen, what are the dosage regimen, 3 times a day, 2 times a day or once in a day, what is the dosage regimen is there, that should be checked. Then patient demographics, demography means what is the age of the patient, what is the sex, that is male female, and ethnicity, Asian, Chinese, European, what is the ethnicity of the particular patient. Co-medications, if any medication indication for monitoring. Co-medication means 2 3 4 amount of the drug is taken at one time, that should be checked. Another, Then pKa, that is the pharmacokinetic and therapeutic range of the drug. What is the therapeutic range of the drug? That should be also the check. That is window or large, narrow therapeutic range of. When a drug which is commonly measured for the therapeutic drug monitoring is suspected of the causing toxicity, is very important for the requesting clinicians to clearly communicate the expectation of high concentration and need for rapid feedback results. Means you should check the fast laboratory technician to work that and immediate give the results of the particular your sample. That is the very high rapid feedback of result should be given to the particular clinicians or scientists or doctor. Then laboratory measurement. How can take the laboratory measurement? Quality drug assay should be performed within a clinically useful time frame. Means half an hour, 1 hour, or within the 2 hours. We should go for the laboratory measurement. Not for the 2 day, 5 day, 6 day. The sample will be deteriorated. The assay procedure should be validated one. Validated means it is standard. That is Indian Pharmacopoeia, British Pharmacopoeia, European Pharmacopoeia, or United States Pharmacopoeia. That the validate or standard format should be there, not of the your own. Wherever possible, assay procedure should be evaluated with an external quality assurance program. Quality assurance program is there. Into from there we should check the drug. Senior laboratory shop should verify the assay result in light of clinical request. If the clinical request or scientific doctor request, the practical should perform only by the senior staff, then go for the only by the not for the junior or newly appointed staff. Ideally, results of the assay should be available to the clinical before the next dose is given. Before given to the next dose or for the next patient, the result should be given to the clinicians or doctors. The analytical methodology employed should be ideally. How to make the analytical method? So analytical methods, we should take the certain types of the instruments are known as the sophisticated instruments. Sophisticated instruments, the results are very accurate or clear. That is known as sophisticated instrument should be there. That is known as distinguish between the compound of similar structure, unchanged drug and metabolites. Means what? We should change from the particular check. We should check the minimum difference between the drugs, that is the similar structure. If there is a only very small minor change in structure, still the our instrument should differentiate between the drugs. Unchanged drug and metabolite, detect small amount. If there is small amount, you should also check the you should detect the drug. Be simple through be simple enough to use a routine assay. Assay should be routine. Be unaffected by the other drugs administered simultaneously. Various analytical techniques are available. Which techniques are available? Spectrophotometry and UV flow fluorimetry. Spectrophotometry means visible spectrophotometry and ultraviolet spectrophotometry. And fluorimetry you should check the by this instrument. Thin layer chromatography, you should check the standard drug and your sample drug. Both the RF value or retention factor should be checked. The original sample drug is equivalent to your standard drug, that is given by the thin layer chromatography. Then HPLC and GLC, high performance liquid chromatography and gas liquid chromatography. You should check the standard and your sample drug. Then radio immunoassay, you should check the assay by the radioactive drugs. Then enzyme immunoassay, enzyme should be linked with the your sample. And the fluorescence polarization immunoassay, polarized means dextrorotatory polarization and your laboratory, and as well as the fluorescence. If certain sample you have to add the certain chemical, they are producing the fluorescence effect. So that fluorescence effect is captured by the your lambda max, that is given to the spectrophotometry. Ultraviolet spectrophotometry, they are capture the drug by the lambda max type of nanometers. So similar nanometer also checked by the fluorescence polarization immunoassay. Then result communication by the laboratory. How can the communication taken place by the laboratory? The assay result should be communicated as quickly as possible once is verified by the senior laboratory personnel. Within 24 hours, when you got the result, you should give it to the particular doctor or scientist within 24 hours. You should communicate, not keep it with you yourself. The drug concentration measured are generally reported in mass or molar units. Mass or molar milligram, gram, that in units should be measured. To relate the concentration back to dose, mass units are preferable. The result should clearly state the therapeutic concentration range for drug acid. Result are and your therapeutic concentration should be checked. So that is known as the result is depend on the doses or drug acid. The clinical interpretation. What are the clinical interpretation? What are the evaluation or what are the outcomes are there? The clinical interpretation can add value and convert the therapeutic measurement service into therapeutic drug monitoring services. You should convert the therapeutic measure into services. That is known as just relating the drug concentration to a published therapeutic range is not an adequate interpretation. That is, published therapeutic range is not adequate interpretation. Means what? Publishment into the book or your journal, that should be checked by the your laboratory. That is adequate interpretation. Concentration must always be interpreted in light of clinical response, individual patient demographic and dosage regimen used. That already you have given the information regarding this demographics and individual patient is changed. If hypothyroidism, hypo is there, metabolism change, kidney related disease are there, that should also be changed. Depend your race, ethnicity, Asian people, metabolism, European people, that is the change. So that should also clinical interpretation should be made. Therapeutic ranges are available but should be only be used as a guide. Therapeutic ranges are always available, but that should be used only for the reference material or guided material. Then dosage prediction by using several softwares in help of individual in dosage. So our individual patient, different patient, you should check the regimen. You should change the doses. How can you change or what are the special situation into the software? They are given as that. Special situation, serum concentration lower than anticipated, means you have expected large concentration but actually it is a low concentration. But why? Due to the patient compliance. Patient compliance is not. Error in dosage regimen means what? You should given the low doses, so that is known as the error in dosage regimen. Then wrong drug product. Wrong drug product means product is putting the wrong type. Then poor bioavailability means absorption is very low, that is known as the lower concentration. The serum concentration higher than anticipated, expected than the higher. How then? Due to the patient compliance change, error in dosage regimen means large dose is given. Poor metabolism very poor, so that's why without metabolism drug is available into the bloodstream. And high plasma protein binding, drug is binded to your plasma to plasma protein the high, that is known as that is increase the about your serum concentration. Then serum concentration correct but patient does not respond to therapy, means blood drug available to the blood is correct but the patient does not have the effect. Why? Due to the altered receptor sensitivity, that is tolerance. Tolerance means what? You have taken the more and more drug and your body become the tolerated, and means what? Body does not give the response, so that is known as a tolerance of the drug. Then drug also it is confirmed by the glucose tolerance test. Glucose tolerance test known as GTT. So this also can be used for the serum concentration correct but patient does not respond to therapy, that is tolerance is there. Then drug interaction at the receptor means 2 minute or 3 minute drugs are mixed with the receptor and receptor cannot accept the particular required drug, so that is also known as a serum concentration correct but patient does not respond to therapy. So these are all the parts of your known as therapeutic drug monitoring. So this therapeutic drug monitoring is very important in terms of the drug toxicity and drug abuse. That is the end of the third part of the topic known as therapeutic drug monitoring.